you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Illini, Memorial Stadium in Champaign, Illinois. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Illinois Fighting Illini. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Ducks will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Fighting Illini offense takes the field, and they'll have the ball first. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down. He started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David. Up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they
pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, it's Newton. He'll off one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Ducks offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make it? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him?
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, this is where you go to the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Tight end now in motion. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Illinois now staring at a 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your...
Turning it on! And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Ducks! You know they love their track at Oregon. And when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get you the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
Back to throw, it's Newton. Safe completion on the screen. Bulldozes his way through. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. Exploded for a huge chunk of yards on that last one. They'll try to do it again here, 1st and 10 from the 33. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And this defense gets the sack and puts them in 3rd and long. And I tell you what, this offense, they just got to stay out of those situations. Last drive, they got in it and they had to punt. This drive, getting in it again, predictable situations are really hard to protect your quarterback.
Got his man.
Nice job by the defense there on 3rd and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They give up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up 4th.
From 56 yards out, what a power leg. Never a doubt about that one. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Off to a good start here and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Johnson looking to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Makes the catch. It's Casper. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior. Makes a play after the grab.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Makes the grab. It's Boston. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Looking for space. It's Hill. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
Buys a little extra time. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
The Ducks look to keep this drive humming. Direct snap. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Well, they called that an ISO play, and it was isolated for a loss.
And they try to isolate a linebacker inside and really run the football right at you, right down.
Going for it all. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
He's stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power, a 46-yarder from the left. And he barely got enough of that one to somehow tuck it into the left corner just over the crossbar. They're up by a touchdown here in the 1st. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This should be the last play of the quarter. Use the play fake, now to throw. Under fire. He'll pull it down. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Newton. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Illinois now facing third and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
The Fighting Illini with options here on second and short. Leaves it with the running back. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down. The Illini started this drive deep in their own end, but now starting to generate some momentum. From the red zone, it's Valentine. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Illinois move the chains on the ground. Let's see if they run behind that big offensive line again. Looking to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
They're going to run it. And he gets nothing. And this defense is not giving an inch right on the goal line. Third down has been right in the wheelhouse for this offense. 2 for 2 on this drive and trying to do it again and score a touchdown. He is stopped short. That's the man they wanted to have the ball, but it'll be fourth down.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practiced all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll give it to the back. There he goes. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Johnson wants to throw it. Sets up the screen.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work.
And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. The Ducks are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Pulls and fired complete. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on fourth down. Going for the marker on the ground. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? Bunch formation for these receivers. Dropping back, it's Newton. He's got him. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He'll keep it himself. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. The Fighting Illini needs to get it to the county line for a first down. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And that one is picked off in the end zone.
Man, great zone coverage in the back end by this defense. A lot of eyeballs on the quarterback. Great job. The ball comes out, and you can see, Jesse, that defensive secondary on a string, break on the football, and they go force the INT.
And that's what this defense wants to do. They want to win.
Bringing it back. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Now improvising. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Makes the grab. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And these little slots are so fast, and they can stretch the whole field. They make you just sit back on your heels. They make you nervous, really. But then they break those in-breaking routes where it shows his number to the quarterback really quickly and make the play. These slot receivers are just so dynamic.
Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Pressure coming. He'll get rid of it. Got it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. Never a doubt. That'll bring him to within 4. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been taking in a magnificent scene there today in Champaign. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They opened this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Ducks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Nifty run there, pickup of 6 out to the 25.
Love to see this on offense early in drives. Getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They come to the line, facing 3rd and long from the 25. Back to pass, it's Dampier. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. At the 35, he's got room. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. And the Ducks with the 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Brings into the open. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. The throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They try to pop a run on the draw. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. The Ducks had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Touchdown, Oregon! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Oregon, 17, Illinois, 6.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Grabbed in the middle, it's Anderson. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And giving up 3 sacks a week ago. Now you've already given up 4 sacks. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback. Give him a little bit more time.
They punt it away on 4th down. He'll take it on the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Takes the handoff. It's Hardy. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. to throw. It's Dampier. Going for the big play. Got it in stride inside the 20. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He'll slither through and pick up 3 and get it out to the 10-yard line.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Quick catch on 3rd down. Oh, he's got some space. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Illinois now facing 3rd and forever. Looking downfield, it's Newton. Bringing the heat. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. To the ground with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Here's the pressure. Got a man. It's Casper. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter.
He ends up getting tackled at the 30.
That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. They go to the draw. Nice move to keep running.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? You've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing match.
Turning it on. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, to do it. Make that defense react a different way. Then I'll throw the football.
They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together, back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Slams it ahead. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Motion from the wide receiver. Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Paul.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
Field goal is good. And now the lead is even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a 1st down. And here's the thing.
There he goes. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. Illinois lining up quickly.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Illinois coming out with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quick completion on the out. Touchdown, Illini! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring. I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. Makes it past the marker. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.